Okay, and we're back. Tonight is going to be leftovers from last night because I ended with a little more food than I expected, and that's okay. So, don't mind me, this is going to be another one take wonder. The only difference is we are not live tonight, but I'm still going to do this in one take. I got my Gatorade with me, still not sponsored by them, and then I've got the potato I didn't use last night, and everything I didn't eat from last night, so some of these might be twice baked potatoes. That is a cooking fun. We're going to use this one right here. And let's have some fun. What do you say? I hope you all enjoyed last night as much as I did, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I need to probably clean this up a little more next time. Anyways, I probably should have let these not cool, not air dry, but warm up a little bit. But that's okay, I did not. Because guess what? We're learning, aren't we? And that's the goal, is to learn. Hopefully I don't burn myself food either, because that would not be fun. We're going to cut this potato up first, and we're going to cook this one, and then we're going to cook the rest of them, because otherwise it's going to be, not even, I think. So, one left. We're going to wash this one off. Alrighty. A little more. Why not? Because it's actually getting cold. Originally it was like warm water, and not gonna stand for that one right now. So I'm gonna open my front motor this way so you can see more of what I'm doing, even though most of you probably know this better than I do, and that's okay. I hope you enjoyed round one yesterday. I know I had fun doing it. I learned a lot. And, yeah. Again, there's, I should probably, bring up my laptop in sometime soon and play music in the back for ambiance and whatever. I also should probably have let this warm up, or, I should let it thaw more. That might have been a good idea. Anyways, I did not, and that's okay, because, again, we're making this happen as we go. So we're going to put this in for 15 at 400. Yeah. And then while we're doing that, we're going to let the extras, we'll let them thaw out, warm up, whatever the actual term is. We're going to let that happen. Now, do I feel a little bit less pressure now that I'm not live tonight? A little bit, but, still a little bit of pressure. This is still heating up, so in the meantime, what I did today, at least for this meal, was I pulled the steak out about 45 minutes ago. And I realized this morning when I got up, I should have seasoned it more last night so it could marinate and whatnot. But because it's too late for that, I seasoned it 45 minutes ago, and so hopefully y'all can see this. Strike a pose with bow and whatnot, but it's more seasoned. So now I play the fun waiting game, and I've got my temperature checker here. I've got my knife here. As you can see, all the veggies are right here. It's going to be less of an experience tonight, more of just, hopefully I enjoy this. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. I think I've got everything else, put away for the moment. I don't think I'm going to be surprised with anything. The only problem is going to be the time, because I've got, 14 minutes on 400 degrees for potatoes, but based off how these worked, last night, I might not be doing that. I gotta remember to face this way more, and let's just make sure it's actually doing stuff. Hey, it is cool. So I gotta remember to face this way more while I'm talking. It's getting a little bit hot. Probably should put some Pam in here. That last second of oh god, is it gonna, explode in my face again when I do this? It did not, as you can tell. I did clean this last night, as per instructions on the thing itself, and it was, not difficult. How bad that's gonna be? So we're gonna use the coolest tongues of all time again. Disney World monorail tongues, and I'm gonna let this go a little bit more, maybe like another minute or two, and then I'm gonna pop this in here, and I'm kind of waiting for it to like go all over the place with what I put on it. So we'll see if that works. Thank you to everyone who commented and either watched live or is going to watch the first video. I appreciate all the tips and advice and everything else. I'm glad some people got entertainment out of it. You can still go back and watch it now. And then I'm also going to put it on YouTube later. I was thinking about jokingly calling this segment Live Leftovers because that sounds kind of more catchy than anything else, but I did not want to do that. So, here we go. Let's see. Cool. Alright. Now again, the hardest part for me in all of this, you gotta make this way and talk. The hardest part for me in all of this is going to be timing. That's something that I probably hate like the most about cooking. I should not put it that close. We're gonna move it back over here because I do not want that falling on the floor. So this is probably gonna take 12 minutes to cook, and that's okay. Take this way again. Whatever. If I'm off by a few minutes, oh well. A few other fun things. Say goodbye to the beard. It's being shaved for, I have a concert on Sunday, which you should all come to. It's free. Totally plugging that right now. And then after that, it's going to be gone for a while again because I don't shave for, I shave for performances. And after Sunday, I don't have a performance for like a couple weeks. So yeah, we're just back to waiting. Don't any good jokes, read any good books, see any good movies recently. Hopefully, maybe. What else? I'm watching it as it, like, cooks on the bottom. And hopefully this will work. And if it doesn't, that's okay. I don't have an emergency backup plan right now, but Domino's, still not sponsored by them, thank you very much. I have their app on my phone and I can order something pretty quick. So yeah, just waiting for a little while. And I'm thinking next time, looking at schedules for next week, I want to cook a skirt steak. That just looked delicious to me for a while. So I'm probably going to do that. And then I'm probably looking at the calendar, probably going to do it on Monday because I've got music events, band events on, I think it's Tuesday and Thursday. But I'm thinking Monday's going to be our next live session, and the goal right now is to get a skirt steak. And I'm probably going to keep potatoes, but make like a larger one, and probably eat the broccoli. We'll figure it out as we go though, because I don't know. I can change that if I want to. So that'll probably happen Monday, and I don't know if I'm going to have leftovers from that, so we might not have a non-live leftovers episode, but we'll see what happens. I also noticed watching this that like my posture is absolutely terrible, and I'm working on it, but just not working on it well enough. Let's maybe turn this down a little bit. Turn this fan on. Sip the Gatorade. Also, I can't believe it's already December. I was thinking about that earlier, and I'm like, there's no way it's already December. I don't like that. Okay, so I want to grab this handle so bad, but I know I can't. Let's see how we're doing. We're going to flip it. Or try to flip it. Yep, does not want to be flipped, so that's okay. Not the worst thing of all time. I'm breaking a bunch of like health food codes when I do that. I don't know, but that's okay. Because, by the way, I didn't. No, I shouldn't have done that, but okay. All this salt now is on the pan instead of on the steak itself. Disappointment. Ugh. I did not wake up at 2 in the morning feeling just sick to my stomach today. So that's a plus. That means I think I did something right. Meantime, though, let's add more salt and pepper. Something I literally never thought I'd say. I'm really good for some reason with like lemon topping. I don't know why I enjoy lemon so much, but when I used excuse me, when I used to eat like food, quote unquote, back in the day, like I told you guys, with chicken nuggets and French fries, and I think a hamburger I tried it on once, but I used to put like lemon, like squeezed lemon, on everything. That was like my ketchup. I don't know why, but I thought it was delicious. I think I've had it recently. Still pretty darn good. I enjoy lemonade a lot. I don't know if you can see all this from there. Hopefully you can. I'm trying not to block. I'm trying to stage everything the right way. What? Over a decade in theater and lighting has taught me how to stage things kind of well. So that's getting cooked kind of, I think. I've got 7 minutes left on the potatoes. I probably need to check that in like 2 minutes. We'll see what happens though. I wonder if you can see that from there. I'll check later. I will say I did feel accomplished last night trying to cook a steak and it not turning out terribly. That made me feel good enough. I was happy about that. And again, thank you to all those who tuned in live. And if you didn't tune in live, you can still watch it. It's on YouTube actually right now, and it's still live on Facebook. But then also this is going to be just on YouTube. It's not going to be on Facebook. I'll put the link on Facebook for it, but it's going to exist in video form on YouTube. I'm literally watching like the outer corner of this right here and just watching it slowly like turn from red into pink to the correct color of steak. At least for me. Yeah, it's pretty cool watching the transformation. The goal is to make it so it's not like shriveled up at the end like it was last night. But that might change. It might end up shriveled. I just remember looking over and going, that's not the same size as that. It lost a lot of juice. That's not fun. But you know what? We're learning. And we're making mistakes. And it's a comedy of errors here. That's why I'm calling it a comedy of errors cooking. Or the cooking of comedy errors. Whatever the title is in the kitchen. Because why not? We're going to flip this again. I need to stop trying to grab that handle. I want to grab that handle so bad. We're gonna season it again with, this is gonna be like 75% salt and pepper by the time I'm done with this. But at least I'm seasoning things. That's a plus, right? Okay, so let's also check on our potatoes. We're kind of good. Work. Yeah? Yeah. Alright. I have one of those like cast iron pans where both handles are sticking out like a foot on either side. That might be comical, honestly. Okay. And now we play the fun waiting game. Let's not stick a fork in it, but let's stick this in here and see how it's going so far. We want it again to be like 130, 140. And last night I hit about 125, but it was still gray in the middle. And I know I shouldn't be, but I'm going more off color right now than temperature. I think someone just like cried on the inside when I said that. Alright, we're going up slowly. We're now at 110. I'd like to go a little bit hotter than that. Okay. I think what is line 110 I think was rare. I like to go to like at least 120. It came with the number came with the thermometer I got, but I did not take a look at it for very long because I only looked at the temperature I wanted to look at. Something else I've kind of noticed is, like I told you guys, I like to do things like over the top and just like have it well done, and that is a pun on this. But like when I do this, I know I can't keep it on one side and let it cook all the way through on that one side because then the bottom will be burnt. Unless I want to like cut off part of the bottom, I gotta, you know, flip it. Okay, we're at 122 right now. That's not bad. We might just do a cheap cutting tonight and see how it's looking in a minute. Let me flip it again. That's looking pretty burnt on that side. That's okay. It's okay. We might fit it. Oh, we're raising higher. Let's go right. Oh, that's going to be burnt for sure. That's okay. Things happen. People, myself, me, learn. That's alright, that's what we're here for. Alright, let's put a little bit more salt and pepper on here. Because we are officially at 138 and I'm okay with that being the temperature. So we're going to put this over here. Yeah, that's burned. Oh well. I think I had beginner's luck last night. I didn't want to say that earlier, but I think I have really good beginner's luck because this is burned. Officially, I'm pretty sure. Well, the bed is burned. Let's take a look at this. These are pretty good. So, what we'll do is I should face this way again. We're going to put all these in here together. Give it a couple extra minutes. Work. I'm going to take my plate of food out. Yeah, right. It's I still forget. I cleaned my kitchen, or I rearranged my kitchen a couple days ago. I still forget all my plates are over here. So, I am not coughing because of the smoke, to my knowledge. So let's get into this and let's see how it looks. I need a fork to do that, don't I? Yes, I do. How bad is this? There's a little bit of meat in there. I'll take that. It's not perfect, but I'll take it for sure. Alright, let's simmer this down a little bit. Now the outside looks like horrendously burned. The inside, though, there's still pink in there. So I may have made charcoal bricks on accident. I do not know. As always, I will, let's give it another minute. I'll show you the picture I'll put up on Facebook, and then I will upload this to YouTube so you can see how it looks. It looks pretty okay. As someone who has still no idea, well, a little bit of idea what they're doing. Okay, that was very not professional. Let's, I have tongs. I could probably use the tongs. Crazy though that might sound. Oh, there's gotta be a better way to do this, but not right now. Cool. Alright. I'm going to dampen that down. We're going to turn this off. I'm going to grab some paper towel. We're going to keep the oven. We're going to keep the fan on. I think the only bad thing about this was my entire place smelled like steak today, which is not the worst thing in the world, but not what I'm going for. So I like the taste of it. I am not a fan of the complete smell of it. We're going to clean all this up later. And that should work. So Let's put these into here. That might have been too much, but again, we're learning, and we're making mistakes, we're adjusting, and we're continuing on. And I think that's what counts right now. So, much less food tonight, and that is quite alright, because I had way too much last night, but again, not the worst thing in the world. That air fan is on, that's cooling, and this is the plate of food tonight. Hopefully you can see that, not too bad. Alrighty. I'll let you know how it tastes. And thanks for tuning in.